This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so good afternoon once again. So today I'll give you some introduction on intelligent systems. In the last class, we have defined artificial intelligence, where it is used and how it is used, what are the basic applications of artificial intelligence. Some basic idea on artificial intelligence has been seen. Now in this class, I'll just give you an overview of like what is an intelligent system. What are the various things that are considered for intelligent system to design, or what we are going to see in our subject, how we are going to develop. See, these concepts already you know, like whatever the subjects you studied so far, like microprocessors, image processing, communication systems, all these are certain type of intelligent systems only. But the way how we use, but the way how we use them is different. And how why we call whatever we are studying now are artificial intelligent systems. That is what the difference you will know basically. Okay, so from the definition, there are various definitions of artificial intelligence, but specifically we consider only one particular definition or one particular idea of artificial intelligence. It is the combination of computer science, physiology, and philosophy. So normally, whatever the application we take, that application implementing on a computer system is considered to be a particular artificial intelligence system. So here we in the subject we study about various algorithms that are used to develop such applications. So how that philosophy or how that characteristics of a particular intelligence system is developed, that is what we are going to see. Okay, so that means what our aim is to make a particular non living thing to be a living thing, to act as a human being, to think as human being, like that. Okay, so that is what is our aim in studying artificial intelligence subject. Now you can see the basic philosophy and characteristics of all the programs. Okay, so whatever the application, whether you are implementing search of online shopping, that is performing online shopping, or ATM machine, drawing amount from ATM machine, or any other train reservation, or whatever the type of application you are performing, the way you write the program is different. That means whatever you write, your system should accept or not accept. That only in your program should be there. Face recognition application also. You are giving certain features, that features your system should accept or not. That means the comparison, the features are compared with other database and the output should be yes or no. So the way how you write the program is different. So the main characteristics are same for all the programs, but only the way how we approach, how we design, how we implement is different. That is what the basic difference between other all applications. So what are the main characteristics are simulation of intelligence, quality of response, coherence, and semantics. So what are these four parameters? Some four parameters or four characteristics we generally consider in designing an intelligent system. So what is that simulation of intelligence? That means whatever we think, the simulating that. That means what we require features of face to be simulated, compared. Okay, so that is what is simulation of intelligence. Whatever we think should be simulated or should be performed as a program. Quality of response. So how far your system has given correct results. That is what is testing the quality of response. Then coherence. Coherence is the similarity feature, measure of similarity. How far the result that you got is similar to that of the desired one. That is what we are going to test. So semantics is nothing but whatever the like algorithm steps or the sentences, words that we have given, all that matches your output or the outcome that you got or not. So all these things we have to develop before designing a particular intelligent system. Okay, yeah. So So these are the four characteristics that we have to consider while designing or framing a particular intelligent system. Then categorization of intelligent system. That means what types of intelligent system, what are the types of intelligent systems. Before going to that actual categories, what on what basis we classify or categorize them. That means these are the four factors that we consider for categorizing intelligent systems. Those are systems that think like humans, system that acts like humans, system that thinks rationally, and system that acts rationally. So these are the main four tasks that your system must do. Sorry, the system must do. That means the system should think like humans, system should act like humans. That means whatever we do, it should do. How we think, it should think. In that way only it has to think. And also rationally, whatever the logical reasoning we find, so the system also should think in such a way. That means the logical operations also should be done, logical reasoning also should be given by the system, and it also should act rationally. That means whatever the logical actions it is there, that means whatever outcome outputs that we give logically, so all those should be given by the system also. That is what is our aim of framing or designing an intelligent, developing an intelligent system. Okay. Then main thing that we see in this chapter in the first unit is rational agents. There are many types of agents: rational agents, reflex agents. We will also see that category. The first basic category is rational agents. So what is a rational agent is it the agent that perceives and acts. Whatever it sees, whatever it senses, the actions according to that sense and also perception. Okay, that particular device is called as an agent. What is rational agent is it should give a response rationally. Rationally in the sense logically, or whatever however we act for a simple experiment like that. Okay, so what is an agent? It is an entity that perceives and acts. So intelligent system is nothing but it is an intelligent agent. So the system should sense and give output. Whatever the sensed data is there, that sensed data should it should be able to what we say, that sensed data it should process and it should give as an output. So this is what is the system contains. This is what is the main blocks or main units that we require in the intelligent system. What are those? First, it should sense. So when it is sensing, we require sensible devices, sensors or input sources from where we have to take the input. Okay, from that input data it should process in the sense we require a processor or a programming device. That means your system with various software platforms, etc. So whatever the processing methods you want to use, so a processor, that we call as an actuator here in a AI. Then it should act accordingly. Output, acting is giving output. What type of output you require? Suppose if you are performing face recognition, output is the faces of various persons, sorry, input is faces of various persons. Your system should compare the features of every face. Output is desired face. That means whatever the face is we require, whatever is given in the question. Okay, so like that you have to frame an intelligent agent. So intelligent agent contains three blocks mainly. One is sensor, then processor, then output, action giving device. Okay, so that is what is a rational agent, which will give output rationally in the sense in a step by step process. Okay, so this is what are the various types of AI, like how it is classified. This already we have seen, but these are the main prehistory of AI. On what base, on what platforms does actually AI works. One is like philosophy, various logic methods or methods of reasoning. Okay, some examples like this. Then mathematics, formal representation, proof algorithms, computation, decidability. psychology, adaptation phenomena of perception, motor control, experimental techniques, etc. Economics, formal theory of rational decisions. That means what, for all where AI is used. This AI prehistory is where AI is used. For all this, how your agent should be defined. Why again we are seeing this prehistory here is how your agent is, that is intelligent agent is designed for all such type of categories. Suppose if it is philosophy, what does philosophy includes? Logical methods of reasoning, applying your what we say mind, like games, for example games, in games, okay, how that logical reasoning can be developed. So your agent should be designed such that what should be the input for such type of system, how it should process, and what type of output you should get. In the same way, you can see here economics, it is a formal theory of rational decisions. That means what, economical uh, development of your country, or what we say state, economical status of the country, that all will be calculated, analysis will be done, should be done by the system. So how that will be developed. Okay, similarly linguistic, checking the grammar, knowledge representation, grammar, etc. And neuroscience, here one something like neural networks. Okay, so where whatever the brain does, that operation should be seen on the system. Similarly, control theory, calculating the stability of the systems, comparing a closed loop system, open loop system, all those should be designed. Okay, so like that, we have to see how to develop our intelligent agent, okay, or intelligent system we can say. Okay, so a basic or general diagram that you can give for agent and environment. So any intelligent system should work under certain environment. So while deciding your application, suppose if you are designing a rational intelligent system, then you should see certain factors, like what is your input, what is your processor, and what is the output. Okay, so that is what we have to frame and we have to define. Okay, so this is one diagram I gave you, like how it acts, environment, perception. Okay, so here this is a system, this agent block is there. So in this you can see agent is written here. This agent will sense, then the action of this agent will be according to this sensor, it will give to the environment, that environment again will give you the output that will be perceived by the agent. So this is a cyclic process, like what we get, what we give, that we should get as output, that will be comparable, that should be comparable. Okay, like that we perform. So these are the steps that we do when you are performing certain application in AI. This is very important. We have to define these parameters. Okay, so this is one, whatever the explanation I gave you regarding this rationality. It will have a fixed performance measures. It evaluates fixed performance measures. Uh, like whatever the action we want, that only will be chosen by the agent, the rational agents. That means it should go in a step by step manner. Designing an intelligent system should go in a step by step manner. That is what is the rationality means. Now rational agents should follow this word peace, PEAS. The rational agents should follow this PEAS procedure. What is this PEAS? Is performance measure, their environment, actuators, and sensors. That means when designing a rational agent, these four parameters we have to look into. That means before designing what application you want to perform, we should check for this piece. For that particular application, whether these four measures, four factors, performance measure, environment, actuators and sensors are defined or not. Okay, for example, here one example is consider the task of designing an automated taxi or cars, automated cars. The task of designing an automated cars. In that, we have to see the performance measure. What should be the performance measure when you are designing at an automatic car? It should be safety. It should reach the destination properly. All legality, comfort, all these we have to test. So for any application, first a performance measure is important. Performance measure means what? You have to see how 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 far it is advantageous, how far it is beneficial to the user. Okay, like that. How far it is safety, how far it will reach your expectations. So all that should be seen beforehand, before designing or before start designing the system. We should look into this performance measure. Then environment. So for this particular example of designing an automated taxi, the environment is streets. Okay, that means what? It should overcome small streets. It should be able to move in any type of streets, or it should overcome traffic. Okay, what type of traffic it should face. Okay, and it should also, we should not affect the pedestrians who are walking under the on the roads. It also should able to overcome the weather conditions. Okay, so like that, the second term environment for this example, these are the things. Like that, for any type of application you should able to test this environment. Then actuators. What are the actuators? Means the to perform that automatic movement, what are the main things that are required to design your processor? That is what is actuators are nothing but here processors. Steering, accelerator, brake, speaker, display, whatever are required in the taxi. Okay, these are the main things. So what are the requirements in the automatic taxi to perform well defined uh, task? Okay, so that is what is the third letter A, actuators. In the same way, sensors. What are the sensors? You can see video, accelerometers, gauges, keyboards, GPS, all these. All these are the sensors that you have. That means what? From where you get the output, what type of output you are aiming from the system. So video means in the automatic taxi you also should have some display unit where it may show way where you are going, the path, the route where you want to go, and also to entertain the passengers, something like that. And accelerometers, like the movement should be good. Okay, all gauges like safety gauges or whatever the type. So these are extra things. GPS should be there, keyboard and all sensors. All these are sensor is nothing but like to overcome the traffic, to detect what we say accident prone areas or something like that. Okay, so these are the four factors that we have to take into consideration while designing an intelligent system, a rational intelligent system or rational intelligent agent. Okay, so this is how. So these are some examples of the same thing, peace, defining peace for various applications. One application I gave you is automated taxi. Another application is internet shopping agent. So for internet shopping agent, performance measure, performance measure is what? Price, quality, appropriateness, efficiency. Okay, that means we have to look into whether it will be under our budget, whether it will have good quality, uh, the search what we are doing is appropriate to what we require, and efficiency. Then next one is environment, current and future websites, vendors, shippers. Okay, we will look into all this. So while you are designing it, the people should be able to seek, if they seek such information, your system should be able to do. This is what is our aim. Performance measure is it should give you, it should give all types of categories of price. good quality products, appropriateness to what they are searching for, and it also should be efficient system. And environment is current and future websites, vendors, shippers, whoever are available. Actuators are displayed to user, then following particular URLs, okay, and fill the forms. So these things you have to create in the system. So actuators should be there. Then sensors for this shopping agent is HTML pages, text, graphics, scripts. So like that, you have to define these four parameters for every application. This is what is our requirement. Okay. Then yeah, like that you can look into many applications, not only this shopping, taxi, many more. For example, in our electronics and communication, you are doing embedded projects, you are doing VLSI projects, all this whatever I think if you have already started your mini projects, maybe you are designing a particular what we say, a controller which will perform home automation. That is also one artificial intelligence system. That is one rational intelligence system in which you will look for, it should first, what is the performance measure of that home automation. It should able to turn off, not like half giving half power, or only few devices should get turned off or something like that, but we require the total number of devices in the house, light, fan, electronic gadgets, whatever is there, whichever you want to off, all those should get turned off by your system. Okay. And it should be safety, that in your absence no short circuit or no damage of devices should occur. Like that, some safety measures we have to take. Okay. And also the quality of the devices, the quality of the items you use. Then environment is your home environment. It should be safer. That means what, when it is closed or opened, all that you have to define. That means the device should be kept inside the house or outside the house, where the actual place of that device should be. Then actuators, that is what it should do, how it should get automatically turned off, whether it is with mobile or through that means what, through SMS or through website, or how, what is the type of way you are preferring. Like that, you have to define for home automation. There are many home automation applications also, you can also go through them. That is one more thing. And in your for us as electronics and communication engineers, we will also see for encryption and decryption, how that encryption and decryption should be done by the system. Whatever the data you give, that data should be encrypted by the system, or system itself. That means it should be more secure. Okay. Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that, what I'm saying, yeah, encryption by the system, also decryption. So all this, that means what, it is also more secured and safety. So define these four parameters for such type of application, for encryption and decryption, how it does. Okay. And many more like that, you try to go through many applications where this piece is used. Vacuum cleaner, one of the application you can you can get in the books, or whenever you talk about peace, one of the application, important application you get is vacuum cleaner. What does vacuum cleaner does? It will sense where the dirt is in the house. When you are using vacuum cleaner, it will search for where the dirt is, and that dirt it will try to grab. Okay. Or it will try to clean. So it means what, the vacuum cleaner should have a sensing device of getting the dirt, then clean it, or move it to a particular what we say, device attached to it, where it should grab and throw. So like that, a vacuum cleaner works. So like that, many applications that you come across in the life are intelligent agents. Automatic washing machine, that also we just put the clothes, we give what we say, we pour detergent in that, but automatic washing machine will automatically detect whether the detergent is present or not, whether it is able to take the water or not. Okay, like that. A washing machine also performs automatically step by step. So for that also we define these four parameters: performance measure, environment, actuators and sensors. These four parameters are also very important for such application. Like that, many more. Okay, one we have seen this: washing machine, vacuum cleaner, then shopping. Similarly, ticket reservation. That for that also we can define these four parameters. Okay, because there is our search, so we should know like how because you have to create your login, and when you want to reserve, you have to pay for it. So if you have to pay for it, whether that particular website is secure or not, that also should be created, that also should be made available for them. That secured payment option also should be made available when you are creating that intelligent agent. Okay, so this is about this is what is about your intelligent systems. Okay, then agent types. There are many types of agents we have, but four basic agents we will concentrate and we will study them. Those are simple reflex agents, then reflex agents with state, goal based agents, utility based agents. Okay, about these we will see in the next class, but these are the main agents that we have in our general intelligent agent, and these are the things that we use for various applications. Okay, is it clear? Is it any doubts up to this part? Yes, so these things we will study the basic parts, like how do they work, how are they designed, what are their requirements. Then higher applications, advanced applications will be just the development of these four agents only. Advanced applications mainly depends upon these four types of agents. Okay, we will make them automatically, what we say, automatically useful for various applications. That means if they are not able to fulfill, then also they themselves modify themselves for performing that particular application, that we call as learning process. Okay, or if they are automatically adapting to changes, we call that process as learning. So these agents itself are used or turned into learning agents. Okay, that is advanced application. That also we will be seeing at the end, at the end of your subject. Okay, is it clear up to this part? So today that's all I want to, I'll close here. So this is what is about intelligent system and its requirements. Okay, in the next class we will be seeing about uh, some applications of these agents, these four types of agents. Okay, how they are designed. We will close and then we'll go for search methods, how search is useful in artificial intelligence, and how far it is useful, how it is benefited to various applications, like that. Why search methods are more common in artificial intelligence, that is what we will be seeing later. Okay, is it clear up to this part? Anybody is having any doubt? Yes. One thing is, please tell your friends to increase the attendance, because this our attendance also will be considered. Okay, so I'll close for today. Thank you for attending the class. Uh, from next class onwards, please tell your friends also to attend. Totally 112 members opted artificial intelligence, but only 15, 16 morning also only 40 students are present. Okay, so thank you very much. I'm closing. Okay.